Hi YouTube, we're down at the property. The gnats are out in full force. So my wonderful husband has made a smoldering fire. It helps a ton. Just put some green stuff on it, maybe some dried brush. We don't want a huge burning fire, just something to get the smoke, to get the gnats away. What, love? We have bugs. Here's Levy on her little mat. These things are awesome. It's like woven plastic. You can buy them at Walmart or wherever. My mom gave it to me. Are you showing off your combo? Lovey has combos. But you can say it can be wet ground, dirt, whatever, and then when you're done, just shake it off, hose it off later if you really need to, and that's about all you gotta do. It makes a great little barrier for her to sit down on, or I'll take it to the beach. But it's amazing. As you can see, we've got a lot of this flattened out and kind of smoothed down. We've got to get some gravel. We'll get to that when things cooperate with us. My husband, we also had a little smolder in here because I was working mostly in the garden and the smoke was going there. But then the wind turned that away, so it was doing the snow real good. We put some new steps in. This set of steps was actually over there just on the hillside. We flipped them over so that the side that was up, that's now kind of green and slick, is on the bottom. So here's some steps for now. The steps that used to be here are not here. They were falling in, and there was a tree growing out of like right here. Or it wasn't a tree, it was a hedge bush, whatever you want to call it. But we've got that straightened up. We're getting gravel on this path here. And here's a place for the power to come through. But the main point of my video today is my garden that I need to weed eat. But I will get to that one day when I bring the weed eater. Today I brought water, and since we have to haul it in still, there's only so much room in the car. Water is much more important than the weed eating. Well, to a point. I've got lettuce here. I've got a calendula there. And I've forgotten what some other things were. And I've gotten busy and forgot to mark things as I went. Or the markers got knocked down. Or Lovey helped. But hey, once it finishes growing, I'll figure out what it is, I'm sure. We've got a good bit of basil coming up here. There's some bee balm. My beans aren't too happy. This is one of the sunniest places on the property. And water drains down to here, so they're not staying too wet. But they're just, I don't know if it's just too much sun for them or what. I had this standing for them to trellis and grow up, which it says they're bush beans, but it also says they do well with a trellis to help support them. But it keeps falling down, and they're not growing up anyway. Here we've got some cucumber, and I put a tomato cage in there for them to trellis up it. But they aren't really growing that fast, but they are growing and they are blooming. Here I had some cilantro that's now blooming. I'm pretty sure I should have picked it before now. Over there is Lovey's area. When she wants to help plant, I say, here's some seeds, go put them in the green tub. So I think I see some cucumber and some basil there. Yes, Lovey. She's calling me. You want some more snack? I'll give you some in just a second. I'll be right there. She wants more snack. I gave her some combos and she loves those things. I'm very excited with my tomatoes. I actually have, look, it's a tomato. And there's more than one. So at least I got something. I mean, it's not big enough to eat just yet, but there's something growing. And I've got more blooms on it as well. Over here, I have peppers. Some jalapeno, some lipstick. I'm really horrible with the marking. To begin with, I had a whole little notebook and I was writing down everything and where I put it. And then, you know, I have 3 kids and now it's summer and it just didn't work out. Maybe next year I'll do better keeping up with things. But once again, once things start to bloom, I will figure out, oh, hey, that's what that one is. It looks like the picture or somewhat like it, maybe a little malformed, but hey, whatever works. So here's watermelon. It's starting to bloom well. Hang on, Luffy, just a second, baby. Just 1 minute, okay? 1 minute. Play with your dinosaur. She got this little dinosaur. It's the one off Toy Story. But she thinks it's the one like Peppa Pig's brother George has. So she gets it and goes, dinosaur. Wow. It's really cute. Here's my borage. I put a stick here. It needs to be, like, it keeps falling over. It had some really pretty blue flowers on it. But they have fallen over and fallen off. There are some more tomatoes in the back there. Got my corns growing up. Another tomato, marigold, pepper. Here's a whole lot of my tomatoes. I got them kind of in the middle. Once again, for more sun. I put some boards back there. It didn't come out well. And I've done forgot what was on here. And the markers are gonna, like, I marked these ones. I don't know what happened there. That looks like a hot mess, but that's just because I kind of tilled some of the stuff into the soil. My peas and radishes were there. And it's Alabama summer. It's gotten way too hot for those now. So those are done for the season. I might plant more when it gets to be fall and cooling off. Here's one of my marigolds. I think it's coming out really pretty. I really like the yellow color. And they're really a lot bigger than I thought they would be. This is where Lovey helped. I had a cup and it had, I don't remember what I was trying to grow in it, but somehow it ended up with a tomato, possibly a loofah, and a calendula was in there somewhere. Here's cucumbers trellising here, and there's some loofahs trellising as well. I have one cucumber. Can you see it? There it is. It's not quite ready yet. I've got melons here, and I think this was more of my watermelons. Over here, I've got some pretty flowers coming up. There's some beans over there, and this is supposed to be a spaghetti squash. I think this was my broccoli, maybe. Carrots doing pretty well. My marshmallow plant is right here, and there's more bee balms. There is a cabbage. Over here, this plant, nothing was coming up in this bed at all. I think the problem was I did a method where you put down a piece of cardboard, you wet it and you put your dirt on top of it, and then let it sit for a while, and then it starts to decompose. And then when you plant your plants, the roots go down and the cardboard's already started decomposing. I don't think I let it sit long enough, because there's a solid piece of cardboard. So nothing was able to set roots in. So I've took it out, and I've replanted some other things. So here's chard, broccoli, carrots, and some more borage possibly, if it works out. There's a cabbage that's not working out too well for us. I still haven't figured out what this tree is. I like it. It's pretty and all. Interesting looking, and it gives some shade to this one, so that's why I put some things that aren't supposed to be quite so hot. It needed more shade, I thought. What else have I got going over here? I always forget something. Oh, Elevie. Hang on, I gotta go tend to the 3-year-old. Okay, here's the front yard. Kevin's trimmed up some of these holly bushes. I think they look really nice, and they're really nice and shady under here. Side note, I swear I feed that kid. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning right now. She had breakfast at like 8:30, and I gave her a snack when we got here to kind of keep her occupied. I swear I'm not starving my kid to make a video on YouTube. Alright, here's the giant holly bushes. We still haven't got the trailer moved, as you can see. A lot of things are taking a lot longer than we would like, but we'll just have to work with it. Alright, here is, I've got a fig tree planted right here. A raspberry here, and there's even a berry on top. And the blackberry kind of died off, but it has another sprig popping up right there, so I think it might come up. That's pretty much it. I'm sure I'll think of another plant that I've put out and I've forgotten about. But that's what we're going for now. If y'all have any tips or ideas on how to help me keep track on where I put stuff when I forget to mark it, let me know. Y'all have a great June. I feel like there's something else I can say, but I can't think of it right now. Bye.